Hey everybody! I know that there's a lot of competition out there right now for the dumb fuck of the year, and I want to have a really kind of quick hangout to see where we're starting with today, as opposed to where we're going to end up at the end of the year with some of these numbers. Unfortunately, this morning I didn't take a record of what the numbers were, but I can tell you right now that Tommy Hall was only at about 60, and then I started to promote him all over social media, and he's pretty well doubled, a little over double that number so far. So I wanted to show you where we're at, kind of getting on record for today that I'm putting my weight behind Tommy Hall. I know that Skyler just released a video. He's putting his weight, which, by the way, he has a lot more of than I do. Just kidding, Skyler, I love you. That he will be putting out videos to try to nominate, not nominate, but try to support Rodney Ronnies, because he wants his name, which I don't think he stands a chance. Obviously, I think Ronnie's pretty. I think he's a lot smarter than people give him credit for, but he just says some really strange things. But nowhere near the amount of dumb fuckery that Tommy Hall has said by saying things like tumors are good for you and oncogenes are nature's way of giving you cancer because cancer's good, and just all of the board weird stuff. But anyways, we are going to be using Discord for this particular hangout, not G+, to see how it goes. Because tomorrow I'll be having the Ronnies at noon tomorrow, my time, Pacific Daylight Time, and we're going to see how that works out. So, anyways, we're doing Discord today. I got Ocean in here. Ocean, say hi.
Hello.
And that's how it's going to look when somebody's talking. And then if we talk at the same time, go ahead and start talking, Ocean. Let's talk at the same time.
I'm talking over Steve.
We're talking over and
Steve.
under.
Steve is stupid. Don't listen to Steve.
That's how it's going to look. And so to get in, all you got to do is click the link for Discord, and it is a private server for the most part, kind of, sort of. But we already have a lot of people that are set up for managers and roles for this particular channel. So if you want to come in and talk, let's try using Discord. But let's look at the numbers we've got so far. This is the ranking as of right now, which is at 1 o'clock, December 2nd. And these numbers have changed just from this morning, I guarantee it. When I first looked at the 6 o'clock, it was a little bit different. So we're going to go through these numbers really quick. Look at the number one. Who does that number one right there? Ocean, can you see that? Are you looking at the outside feed?
I'm actually looking at the outside? Oh, I'm trying to figure out how to get to that website, actually. Where the fuck is it?
Oh, do you need the link? Oh,
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
I didn't put the link in the video description. I guess I should, huh? I figured everybody would have it by now. I'll toss it in later. But can the outside feed see that? How many does Tommy Hall have? How many votes does he have so far? 165. Number one rank. He started with about 60 this morning, and I had put him on my Facebook.
Good
I had put him on.
God.
Yeah, he got 100. I got him 100 this morning. I put him on my Twitter. I put all over the place. And let me kind of tell you why I'm voting for Tommy. Unlike all the dumb fucks on this list, Tommy has one thing that stands out, and that's the fact that what he says is dangerous. And he's inept. And there's no way in the world he should be making the comments he makes, because these things can actually affect people. And he's too stupid in these topics to understand the damage he has potentially can do to people. And that, to me, is something that is more than worthy of the dumb fuck of the year. In fact, it's quite scary, to be honest with you. I mean, Fiona, and what's worse is he didn't even want to listen to Fiona and Jade and Sam the other day, talk about cancer. He didn't care enough. To him, he has his worldview on it, somehow that cancer is intelligently designed or something like that, and that the entire world is just trying to say, oh well, cancer's not a bad. Cancer's a bad thing, but you know what? It's really a good thing. Is he's trying to promote? I don't know. It's really strange. But
my favorite moment with Tommy Hall personally, and this may warrant a vote in and of itself, was there was a conversation that I had with him, and then I also decided to do another conversation with him on this topic, where I brought in a feminist to have this conversation. But Tommy Hall believes that consent is given at the point of marriage, so that there can be a demand of sex from the man.
Yeah, no, I've heard him say that
during the marriage.
Yeah,
right. And so I asked him.
He said you can't rape if you're in marriage.
Wife. Right, you can't rape your wife. Is what he was saying. It's like it's impossible to do from like a conceptual.
Which is complete batshittery.
Oh yeah, it's insane. And I brought in someone I know is like a really active feminist to have that conversation with him, and the hangout basically exploded. Them having that conversation.
So if his wife wanted to peg him, it wouldn't be rape.
I think that I'm not sure actually. Nobody asked him that question. That would be a really interesting thing to pose to him. But the things that he was saying to my friend at the time was just over the top.
How does somebody get to that point? I mean, this is what I'm saying. I've noticed the same thing with a lot of these ultra-religious people. Once they start down this trail of dumb fuckery, it's like a runaway effect. It's like nothing slows them down. And that's right. The link. The link is Discord, which is in the video description. Yeah. So come on in.
Well, also, fun note, is that we found out later that his wife disagrees with him on this.
Well, it won't matter though. He's the man of the family, right?
Right.
It's like, I mean, whatever he says goes.
I wonder how
clearly.
That dynamic works out.
I don't think he's the man of that family, to be honest with you. I think and I want to make it clear too. By the way, I actually like Tommy. People know I kind of have a rapport with him, but this things he says recently, I just can't look past. I mean, it's more than him just saying, "Oh, the Earth is young," or some spewing some things against evolutionary biology. This is outright dumb fuckery that he's saying that tumors are healthy and that they store toxins, and without them, cancer metastasizes and goes everywhere. It's really strange, but. Anyways, let's look at the next number. Anthony Riley. He's up there, but we all know why he has it, right? I mean, he's got the whole flat Earth crowd.
I actually don't know who Anthony Riley is. Can you just
He's a flat earther.
Flat earther? Okay.
Yeah, he's just a flat earther. I don't really know too much about what his positions are, other than they're flat. He's a flat earther, to be honest with you. I don't follow any of this stuff. And then you got Betty Von Velsen. She look at that, 48, 49. The top two is 165 and 143, and she's way down here, 49. This is a two-dog race right now, to be honest with you. But Betty got nominated because she thinks that the Earth illuminates itself. It basically has its own light coming from it. So, and then of course Von Helton, part-time vegan, Darwin's deity, Christian Hillbilly, Claim Your Inheritance, and look at the last one, C. Brown. He has 9 votes. Okay, here's my opinion on this, guys. The only position worse than being number 1 for Dumb Fuck of the Year is being number 10. Because that means literally nobody gave a fuck about you to even go vote on a video. So, seriously, nobody cared about C. Brown even to go bother to vote for him.
Where's DD at?
Darwin's DD is in the middle right now. He's at, let's see here. He's at 33 votes. Oh, Skylar, it's never way too early for the voting. I've already called this race. This race is over, my friend. You have no hope. Your boy is, look at this, Ronnie Moranley is at 23 votes. Tommy's got 165 votes. I will get Tommy over 1,000 votes by this time this is done. So,
I mean, even though I haven't voted for Tommy yet, I probably should, because of basically what I just said a little while ago. It's like, because he defended this for hours on end, this whole marital rape thing, like that he doesn't believe it's a thing.
Well, I'm glad you reminded me of that, because I'm going to have to be using that in order to help promote him over the next couple of weeks, right?
Yeah,
I mean, all the feminists against him.
If you ask if it is possible to rape your wife, he would say no. I don't think that he's walked back on that.
How about this? We'll get a hold of Lacey Green, and we'll get a hold of Anita Sarkeesian, and tell them about Tommy Hall, and get all the votes. We'll have him at 1 million votes in 2 weeks.
That's essentially what I did. Was I got somebody who acts a lot like Lacey Green into the chat to discuss that with him. And
this guy is a Christian Taliban.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, he does have a lot in common with them. By the way, I will put I'm doing it right now. I'm putting in the video description the link to the voting. Go ahead and vote if you haven't. So, link to vote for.
All right, sure thing.
Go ahead. It's in there right now. So it's updated. So if you have not voted, go do it. We will refresh throughout the stream. So who in the live feed has not voted yet? Because I will kick you. No, I'm
You
kidding.
should put the link to the vote in the video description as well.
I just put the link to the vote in the video description.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. And I'll put it in the live feed too.
I'm so mad at you.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Okay, so it's there. I put it in both. So. Oh yeah. Hey, Doc Savage. I haven't got a chance to really meet you yet. I know that you were on on Dragnot's channel. Yeah, Tommy Hall. What he has to say about oncogenes and what he has to say about tumorigenesis and other things is just mind-boggling. We have no idea how this guy can ever think that what he says makes sense. And you got to think to yourself, here's a guy that has no formal education whatsoever in any of these topics, and yet he's pontificating on these things as if he's telling the world that he knows more about cancer than people that actually study the topics. I mean, it's just. Who does that? What in what world does somebody think that they know more than the people that actually do this for a living and that went to school to learn about these things? I just can't understand it. But you can want to come in, Doc. The link is in the video description for the Discord. You're more than welcome to. I think Doc is Doc is a biochemist, isn't he? Ocean?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think he's a PhD in biochemistry, if I'm not mistaken. And so is Living Dinosaur and obviously Dr. Fuzzrana. Yeah, I know he's totally insane. And by the way, I do have a friend that that is kind of involved in the Great Debate community. The Geek Room knows who she is. Her name's Tiffany, and she's an anti-vaxxer, and I'm going to be doing stuff with her in the near future here. But I kind of want her to talk about anti-vaxxing with a bunch of people because I do understand where she's coming from, but I don't have the knowledge to really kind of set her straight on it that she's required because her son was damaged by a vaccine, but it was a very, very rare case. And there's no way that they could have planned on it because it was just something that wasn't tested for at the time. So I can't really, give her much information on that. So Geek Room, you know who I'm talking about, right, Geek Room? By the way, Geek Room, come on in. We need more people in the Discord. We're trying this out. I'm trying to see how this works because when I do the Ronnies tomorrow, I'm going to be doing them via the Discord. Yeah, Doc, I will. Like I said, she's a nice girl. I get along with her fine. I always have. I'm going to be doing hopefully man on the street with her things coming up. I just disagree with her, vehemently on the vaccine things. But it's really hard for me to talk to her about that when her son was was harmed by them because she even got a settlement out of it. And I understand, obviously, there's going to be, anytime you have any kind of medication, there's could be side effects. There could be things that are unplanned, but you have to look at the bigger picture look at with herd immunity and the fact that, these vaccines have prevented so many childhood diseases, rubella and whooping cough and measles and mumps or whatever. I mean, our childhood diseases are almost eradicated for the most part. I've actually have numerous people that are medical professionals tell me that they probably thought they would never see some of these diseases in their careers. And yet now they're seeing them frequently. I mean, how often do you think you would see German measles normally? Or mumps even. I mean, you don't see them that often, but I guess now there's a rise on these things. So anyways, I'm going off on a tangent here. I'm sorry, I'm ranting. Neslick says he joined but can't hear anyone.
He's because he's in the above chat. Hold on.
You need to go to the Ronnie's room.
I just moved him.
Yeah. So we got a lot of people in here, and everybody's quiet. So give me some mic people.
Can you hear me now?
Yep, we can hear you.
Yep.
Eulogy, can we hear you? Nope. All right.
Hello?
There we go. All right. Yeah.
There we go. So Steve, this is going to be basically a big old what is it?
Circle
technical
jerk?
difficulties. Yeah. I'm gonna send some suggestions to you about how to run the Discord as well.
Actually, do that, but you know what? You're going to be in charge of it mostly, so it doesn't really matter.
Am I? Oh shit.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
want me to
you
just
and
start,
Seth and a
putting
couple other
things
people I'm
about-
kind of putting in charge of the whole Discord thing. I understand it, but yeah, I'll take suggestions for sure. But you guys are going to be running it a lot more often because you hang into Discord more often than I do.
Yeah, I use Discord a lot, and I run like 3 of them.
Right, so I'll just kind of turn it over to you mostly.
All right, I'm going to start creating some stuff.
Yeah, go nuts. Get in great rooms, and you have full mod ability, so...
Oh, sweet.
Or at least I think you should.
What happened? I suddenly couldn't hear anybody, but now I can hear you.
Awesome. Yeah, there's a lot of advantages to use a Discord. I'm obviously not going to do it all the time. I'm using it today. I would be definitely using it tomorrow for the Ronnies. A couple people have seen what I'm planning for so far. Ocean, you watched it, right? Yeah. So, I mean, what'd you think?
Yeah.
I mean, you kind of like the direction.
Your intro? I like the intro.
Okay.
Yeah.
A friend of mine actually had made that. I kind of like said I want this, this, and this, and he kind of did it for me, and I was like, this is going to work out great. So it's going to be pretty big tomorrow. The Ronnies are going to be a huge event. Not as big as Dumbfuck of the Year, but this is the penultimate one, not the ultimate. So,
What do I need to do to be nominated?
you've got to say things like tumors are good for you, or that the Earth is flat and has its own illumination. What else? Oh, that basically uranium is caused by lightning strikes. That's a good one.
Oh, Steve, in order to do some of the stuff that I want to do, I'll need admin privileges.
Okay, and what do I got to do to give you admin privileges?
We might address that later instead of being live with it.
Okay. I already made you moderator.
Yeah, and I can create channels, but I can't put restrictions on them. Like the announcements channel that I wanted to make, I need to have mod privileges in order to make that. So I got to mess with permissions.
I felt bad because I'm actually stepping on Rachel at the moment, but I think we have different audiences, so it won't be that big a deal. But
yeah, I didn't even know Rachel existed until like just a little bit ago. I was poking around for her channel. It's worth subscribing to, I guess.
I like Rachel's stuff. I think she has very informative content, and she's very easy on the eyes. That doesn't hurt either. But out of all the atheist people that make videos, I find that at least she tries to make higher branch stuff. This low-hanging fruit stuff that I've seen some of the newer atheist channels is just boring as hell. It's so trivial. I mean, how many people can say the same things over and over again? We know all the minor problems with theology and some of these arguments, but I like to see the more interesting arguments, the more ones that the average man on the streets don't know much about, right? The ontological arguments, the cosmological arguments, the tag arguments, those things are worth talking about a lot more than just, they think Jesus died on the cross. I mean, that's just, I don't like that mockery type of video, you know?
No.
The other thing about her is that she tends to make videos on a regular basis. Like I'm seeing that she's made, looks like,
she puts out 2 weeks.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 videos in the past 4 weeks.
Yeah.
So she's making videos. She's making content, which is good.
She's making very good content. And she's informed. She's very well educated. So
You don't have to objectify her, though.
oh, but I do. It's kind of a requirement. I objectify everybody though. So hey, Ocean, what day has gone by that I did not objectify you?
You've objectified me several times.
Several times. I mean, your beard. It's amazing.
See?
Did I just not see Skylar come in?
Can you hear me?
Skylar's here, yes.
Yeah, I see Skylar Fiction.
Hey,
We're going to war, Skylar.
Yeah, fuck Tommy Hall. Vote Rodney, Paul Rain. Everyone, vote for the underdog.
If you want an underdog, Steve Brown is still there.
I find Rodney to be such a, like, I don't know, he's dumb, but he is not like, he doesn't go that extra mile of being dumb, like a dumb fuck. You know what I mean? And we had this conversation roughly last year when we were talking about Darwin's deity versus Ronnie, where I was saying that Ronnie's dumb, but Darwin's deity is a dumb fuck. I think Tommy Hall fits the definition of dumb fuck better than Rodney does.
I agree. Yeah, but I mean, what has Ronnie done that's that bad besides some really, really bad arguments?
Like, he's said things that are dumb.
Yes,
but he hasn't been a fuck.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's kind of a fuck in the sense of his attitude.
Guys, I would call him a fuck. I would call him mildly dumb, but completely fucked.
So what I'm saying, the fuck part of the fuck is like that he's just like mean to people and like obstinate as shit. Like,
an arrogant
I think that Rodney is probably obstinate, but I don't know if he's like really mean to anyone.
Oh no, he's really that's the reason I nominated him, because he's so arrogant about it.
He is arrogant.
He literally that's exactly right.
Never mind. Maybe he is a dumb.
Yeah, no, he is arrogant. I'll give him that.
Let's put it this way: he's like a slightly more intelligent version.
Was he slightly more intelligent version of whom?
No, I don't even think he's smart. Matt Bell, I think, is smarter than he is.
No.
No. I think Matt Bell is smarter than I think
not
Matt
a chance.
As arrogant as Matt Bell. He is as arrogant as Matt Bell.
Arrogant.
I voted for Christian Hillbilly, Jim Barber.
Yeah, no, Christian Hillbilly is worthy of votes. No question about that. Yeah. All right, let's see some numbers change here. Look at these numbers. Come on, you got Skylar Fiction.
I want C. Brown's things to change. God damn it.
C. Brown
Who's doing all this work for Anthony Riley? Like, is there somebody that just hates flat earthers?
That's all. Yeah, the flat earthers are all voting for Anthony Riley. No, here's C. Brown. He has 9 still. As I said, for those of you guys who missed it, the worst place to be, other than number 1 for Dumb Fuck of the Year, is the 10th position, because literally nobody gave a shit about you to go vote for you.
It's like, not only are you stupid, but you're so stupid in a way that nobody cares about.
Exactly. That's exactly my point. C. Brown is so stupid, nobody
he does not put his stuff out in the public as much. He just literally throws out private post after private post, links a few people in there, and not many people see it. But the amount of stupidity in there is mind-boggling.
But those 9 people think he's really stupid.
You are the low-hanging fruit of the low-hanging fruit, basically, if you're number 10.
Yeah, you're number 10. You might as well just...
It's not. You're not even low-hanging fruit. You're just rotting next to the tree.
Nobody cared enough about C. Brown to even go click a simple like or dislike. I'm amazed.
Are these numbers updated automatically when people like or dislike the videos on there?
Yes.
They do on the page, but I have to refresh here.
Yeah, but that's awesome. We got it back connected.
It's real time, yeah.
I was hoping that part-time vegan was. I was hoping that part-time vegan would be getting more votes, but I think it's just dumb. Not really a dumb fuck, but more like just dumb.
Right, I think that's the case with a lot of people that are on this list. Is a lot of them are just dumb. Like, I think the real dumb fucks on this list are Tommy Hall. It's Von Helton is pretty much a dumb fuck. Darwin's Deity is a dumb fuck. Christian Hillbilly is a dumb fuck. And I'm not familiar enough with Rodney or Claim Your Inheritance, but they probably are as well.
Well, I can guarantee everybody on this list.
It seems like a lot of these other people are just stupid. Like, and there's a difference between being just stupid and being like a dumb fuck. Especially being a dumb fuck to worthy of dumb fuck of the year. Okay,
like Betty Van Helvelsen, she's not a bad person. She's not a rude. She's actually very polite, but she's stupid. She's just a dumb fuck when it comes to science.
I see, being polite but dumb doesn't warrant even being on this list. Like, I'm surprised she has 49 votes,
I would actually agree with that. You really have to be an arrogant piece of shit in order to make it on this list.
I think the more arrogant you are, the higher you will go. Right?
The more you put the fuck in the dumb fuck.
Yes, except for C. Brown, because he's way off the chart, but he's so far off the chart that nobody gives a shit to even vote for him.
The line is a dot to him.
Yeah.
Well. In the words of Stifler from American Pie, fuckers.
Well, look who the cat dragged in. You get a Discord, and it'll just let anybody in. So
any man comes wandering in the door with dirty feet, eh?
The first question that needs to be asked is, how are you feeling?
With my hands, gentlemen.
Good. And what?
I've spent 100 years in the fucking wilderness. Me and Ocean have spent years in the wilderness in a shit server full of shitty people posting shit, talking shit, and generally eating shit. So you're a welcome sight, pompous fuck that you are.
Well, I was actually talking about you just the other day on a video. There's a video that remember you berating DD, and I was sharing it everywhere, and people were like, "Who's that last guy?" I'm like, "That's Gus. We need him back. We where the fuck has he been?" So
that's right. I've been out here in the fucking hinterlands. While Google has made it harder and harder and harder to know when hangouts are happening and to get involved in them when they are.
No joke, right?
What's that?
No joke, right?
Joke.
Yeah, shit. It's what we're going to be doing is. One of the channels on the Discord will be notifications of Hangouts and stuff. So
good. So what made you finally? I'm echoing through somebody.
DJ, you're echoing. Ocean, you can you take care of that? Thank you.
No, Ocean is
Oh, this stuff.
not Ocean.
No, I know, but
That's
Ocean can
not-
mute him.
I think it's Gus.
No,
it's not.
It's not Gus. It's,
No, it's the new guy.
Yeah, it's
I
the new
just
guy.
muted him. If you wanna be unmuted, you gotta fix your mic and just say something in the side chat.
so the reason we went to Discord, or it's not going to be an all the time thing, but we started a politics section. And I was like, shit, if we're going to be going and doing new things for 2018, might as well go all balls to the wall. And
That's right. How can you have a proper political discussion with only 10 people being nice to each other in a chat room? What
It
you
won't
really
happen.
need is a 99-person brawl in Discord someplace.
Exactly. So I figured let them do it in Discord, and it's a lot easier to set up too, by the way, than a Hangout.
That's true, because it seems that each successive iteration of update makes it harder and harder to conduct and maintain hangouts, and I don't know how people can still do it, frankly.
It is rough, and G Plus also has other problems involved with it. Discord tries to eliminate some of those, so we're going to be trying different things. I made this overlay for Discord, so when the names talk, you can see who comes up. But people need to fix their freaking mics, man.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's a work in progress, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is why I want you to grab me some admin privileges, and I can make roles that'll go specifically for streams and a waiting room and all that kind of stuff.
So I'll do that when we go off air.
Yeah, we'll manage all of that, and I'll set up this server, and so it's nice and shiny for you.
Let me refresh this again.
I don't want this to be like some of the other servers that are out there where it's just like a fucking free for all.
No, I don't want to turn it into a
West.
cesspool either. What's that, Gus?
I was just saying the Wild Wild West.
Yeah, I understand that there needs to be a cesspool out there, but this isn't going to be it. This is going to be the filter that, for example, like Iron Nation and Dionysus. They're not welcome over here, dude. Just not going to happen.
Fantastic. I will live here.
And I have not had one person say that they're upset by that.
But why?
Not one person
Why
that
would
stood
you
up for
want
them.
them here, Steve?
I don't know at this point.
I don't really understand why nobody likes me, because I contribute to every conversation I'm ever in with exciting facts and realization.
And the fact that they're just neo-Nazis kind of just,
Yeah, well, what are you going to do, right? Keep them out.
We're officially competing with Rachel Oates.
Yes.
Rachel Oates has 79 viewers. We have 49 viewers.
Who is Rachel Oates? Is that Hall & Oates' unfucking daughter?
She's an up-and-coming atheist YouTuber that just broke 10,000.
She's an up-and-coming YouTuber with 3 times the subscribers you have, Steve.
Well, she didn't when she got to my channel. I promoted her, I promoted Paulogia, and I promoted Holy Kool-Aid, I promoted Godless Engineer, I promoted Genetically Modified Skeptic, I promoted them all, and all of them are over 10,000, except for me. Yeah, whatever.
You can
okay.
take
But he's
credit.
not bitter.
No, not at all. No, I'm going to take their asses down.
I have a question. Maybe you don't know why, but Martin Vegan was nominated because for his Pac-Man sun model. But I don't know what that is.
The Pac-Man sun model is the fact that he thinks when the sun goes down, like when it sets, right? It just goes waka 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 and just magically appears on the other side back again. Yeah. So they call it the Pac-Man model because it's waka 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 waka. It goes down on one side and it comes up the other.
That explains absolutely nothing.
I know.
What?
It's not supposed to.
How about that, eh? A fucking flat Earth theory explains nothing.
Yeah.
It's an Einstein-Rosen bridge.
Yeah, that would have made more sense than his waka 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 Pac-Man model.
But why did he say that?
He actually said waka 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 in the hangout or something.
No, I think somebody had taken what he said and just kind of ran with it and was like, "What the hell is that? Some kind of?" Because you know how you go off the edge on Pac-Man, you come out on the other side.
What hangout did he say that?
It was one of Red's Rhetorics.
I have to look it up, but I don't believe it. But does he really think that the sun after going on one edge?
Ness, when it comes to flat earthers, you have to believe it.
Yeah, nothing surprises me, Ness. It's like I said this the other day. Look, I'll still be doing rum and coke nights, but I will not be doing rum and coke nights going to talk to flat earthers any longer. I'm just
Will Flatty McFlatface never make another appearance?
Yeah.
What's wrong with flat earth?
There's a couple here and there, but for the most part, I think they're all posed. When I go into these live chats, I'm like, hey, you know what? I'm trying to find somebody that wants to debate on Raw or something, and they all of them just ignore me and block me, and I'm like, okay.
You know my feelings on that, Steve.
Would you be interested in Raw? Would you be interested in debating someone who's taken the middle position? You know that the Earth is a dome, semi-sphere.
Isn't debating Aaron Ra like sticking your prick in a hornet's nest?
Well, I mean, he would do.
It's about as enlightening.
He would do.
Isn't the soundtrack of debating Aaron Ra like a lot of noises, like Indiana Jones punching people in the Indiana Jones movies? Isn't that the soundtrack of it?
Okay, Dragon Drop, you got to fix your mic, dude.
Yes. No, it's Mortal Kombat.
You know, Arn does really well in the evolutionary discussions, but in the other ones, not so much, right?
No, well, I mean, he's got he's Dragon Drop, fix your fucking microphone, or we're gonna go to your house and stick pickles in your nose.
Arnold is well versed in science, especially in evolution, but not the philosophy. I highly agree. He's not very well versed in philosophy.
But you know what, though? You don't win a discussion about planetary shape on the philosophical battlefield.
Right, exactly. I think he can debate flat earthers. But
you win it because we sent 500 people, give or take, into space over the last 75 years. In some of those cases, we sent them into space in little more than a trash can with a thruster on one end and a heat shield on the other. But in every single one of those cases, we managed to put a fucking window in there. In some of those cases, we didn't even have facilities to take shit and piss away from the astronaut. But they all got a window all the time. And out of each one of those windows, they looked out the window and said, boy, howdy, she sure am fucking round. Right? So I don't know what more proof we need. I mean, there's 1,000... And then, of course, there's... That's an argument from populum. That's an argumentum ad populum. Okay, so exactly how many fucking people have to look up in the sky and see that the sun is yellow before I can just believe the guys that tell me that the sun is yellow if I happen to be blind?
Well, that's why I don't want to have much to do with them anymore. They don't have any arguments any longer. I mean, not that they had any to begin with, but I mean, they literally just throw out fallacy and just say, look, you're fallacy. You're doing this, and so I don't want to talk about that anymore.
They have two main arguments. An argument from ignorance. I don't understand this. Therefore, the Earth is flat, and anything that supports the round Earth is just a conspiracy.
Right. That's
the two arguments. That's the two arguments, literally. Any argument can be put in either of those categories.
And the thing that gets me is that it seems that 1 out of every 3rd flat Earth conspirator is Irish. Does anybody want to fucking explain that one to me?
There seems to be a few of them, right?
There's everybody from Pissy Pete, who gets that name because of his choice of beverage. And, there's everybody from Pissy Pete to other... Like, half of them are out of their minds, Steve, and 1 out of every 3 of them are Irish, I swear to God.
Yeah, I noticed that. There is a flat earther in the live feed that I think is a flat. I think Sean G is I think he really does think the Earth is flat. But I mean, I get along with Sean G. But I mean, I've told him straight out, just because I get along with you, I'm not going to say you're not an idiot. You're a fucking idiot. I mean, it's just, I can't help that. You know, just because somebody's nice doesn't mean they're not fucking stupid. And if you think the Earth is flat, you're fucking stupid. I mean, there's no other ways around it. I don't know how anybody can say, oh, he's a really nice guy and he's smart because he's a flat earther. Never hear that. Never going to hear that. So.
You're a hell of a dude. Dumb as a stump, but a hell of a dude.
Hell of a dude, yeah. So he's one of the very few that I do think that is obviously an actual flat earther, but that means that he's actually stupid.
But is he recoverable? That's
maybe.
What I want to know.
Maybe.
Because the question is, should we just put him down like old Yeller, or fucking can we concentrate?
You're being really judgmental of his beliefs, Gus.
Are we? Yeah.
Damn
well,
right.
You know what though?
Yeah.
You know what though? There's an ultimate litmus test for all this, right? Like, does it work? If it works, can we make predictable hypotheses and come through with predictable results based on, the theoretician's work of, fucking whatever. Or when we try to do it, do we get fucking kicked in the testicles?
And that's what I'm going to be doing from now on. If I'm a
if
flat
we're talking
earther,
about spirituality, I'd have a response for that. But instead, we're talking about something that's like a model of how the world works. So,
and I mean, I think what most spiritual people, most theists have learned a long time ago, and I mean, certainly you have, Ocean, is you've learned that science and faith are, they're two brothers on the landscape, and each one has their bailiwick. And when the two brothers stick to their own fucking end of the navy, everything's fine. But when they start getting involved, when you get science trying to get involved in matters of faith and matters of morality and shit like that, you're going to run into trouble. When faith decides to start dipping its dick in fucking science, you're going to get into trouble. But some of the most intelligent scientists I knew, who admittedly were my high school teachers, right? I mean, yeah, you can find high school teachers that don't know their fucking ass from a hole in the ground. But I went to school. I had high school teachers that were fucking brilliant. They were brilliant, and they had chosen to spend the ends of their careers teaching kids what they knew. And two of them were devout Christians. But I mean, Mr. Simcoe was one of the best fucking chemistry teachers I ever had. And the man believed in God. He was the faculty coordinator for the Christian club for the school. And there were all of 4 people there. And one of them was a cute girl. But I'm not going to go into that. So
you didn't go. Were you going to go into her?
Well, I kind of made a bit of a fool of myself because I was kind of interested in her, and I had struck up a few conversations with her. And then I went into the chemistry room where they were holding their meetings, their little club meetings. And I kind of went in and I went, "Oh no, not you!" Just totally the wrong thing to say. But I mean, as a Christian, she forgave me, so like it didn't go any further than that. But I mean,
turn the other cheek.
Turn her other cheek.
Yeah, well, and then there's that. But I mean, yeah, history or theology and science needs to understand that they occupy 2 mutually exclusive ends of the fucking human experiential spectrum. And, like, I don't expect Odin to know anything about fucking organic chemistry. I don't expect organic chemistry to know anything about Odin. The last time I did I used to love balancing equations, by this is how much of a nerd I used to be. I used to love balancing chemical equations. I've completely forgotten how to do it, but I remember I used to fucking absolutely have a big stick for it.
Stoichiometry.
Yeah, I had to take stoichiometric chemistry as well, and
I fucking loved it.
But you forget it, dude. When you're doing like redox equations, and you're doing balancing, and you're doing what's called qualitative and quantitative analysis for stoichiometric chemistry, you memorize that shit, you do it, and then once you're out of it, forget it. Just
promptly forget about it. But the thing is,
for me, it's just very intuitive to learn it.
But the thing is, in all of the times that I ever fucking balanced an equation, Odin never handed me a sandwich on the other side of the. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like, hey, good going. Here's, I can't fix my eye, but here's a sandwich.
Well, that's why I also said, you never see F equals ma plus God.
Never see what? Try that again.
You never see something like F equals ma plus God.
Right.
You never see those equations. But here's the difference, Gus. You've had these subjects. I've had these subjects. Ness has these subjects. Most of us have had college-level education of some kind. So even though we've forgotten this shit, it's still, when we see somebody like Tommy Hall or True Empiricism or Nephilim Free or any of these guys that think they have any claim to be giving out scientific information, we just stop and go, whoa, wait a minute. I may not know what I knew back then, but I know enough to know that what you're saying is complete horse shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, Nephilim Free is going to be on G-Man's channel this Sunday. By the way, I don't know if it's going to be the same time as the Ronnies or not, so whatever, but mine's going to take precedence. But yeah, he's going to be on G-Man's channel as the go-to science Q&A guy. Let's think about that. Yeah.
Oh God.
I fucking what? No. Say that again into my good ear.
Yep.
Neffy, who has never been right about anything. The only person who's ever been more wrong consistently about scientific fucking postulations is Rocket Ronnie. And Neffy comes up a close second with one eye closed and a fucking earball glued shut. and he's gonna be somebody's fucking science dude.
Yep.
Loda Bukaki. My God.
Yeah, this is the guy.
G-Man thinks these guys know what the hell they're talking about. This is where G-Man gets his science from. If Nephilim Free was to say something about science that we all know, obviously, he doesn't know shit about,
but G-Man
he would
was
take it as
dropped on his
gospel.
head as a. But G-Man was dropped on his head as a baby, though. But doesn't anybody see that?
Or his mom drank an awful lot during his pregnancy.
Fucking liquefied half his brain and drank it. That's the only explanation I can fucking think of.
You haven't been around that much, Gus, but did you hear some of the shit that G-Man was saying? That again, he would have won Dumb Fuck of the Year every year if we hadn't put that stipulation that you only win once. But he actually was saying this, and wrap your head around this, Gabe. Just get ready to lose your shit.
All right, I'm strapped
Ready?
in. Go ahead.
Grass is toxic. Stutter. Go ahead.
To who is
to anything? If you eat grass, it's toxic to you and will kill you.
How many people here want to bet that in a fucking strange experiment to find out what all those sinners do, he packed a hash bowl full of fucking lawn clippings and tried to smoke that shit?
Like a specific type of grass, or
just grass? Like go out and go to your lawn and take a blade of grass. He thinks that's toxic.
But does it mean cannabis? Like grass?
No.
The slang term?
No.
As in just like the lawn.
It means lawn grass, like rye and bluegrass.
Even though
rice.
even though maize and wheat are also types of grass.
Wheatgrass, sure. Yeah, he doesn't understand that, obviously.
What is it? Virtually all the cereal grains that we eat nowadays, they're all grasses.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what the hell?
But he thinks that they're toxic to people because he doesn't understand that he confuses things, right? Because G-Man loves to confuse things, and he didn't grasp that yes, cows choose their cud and they have like 5 stomachs. And they're able to digest cellulose. We don't have the ability to digest cellulose, right? Because we don't have the enzyme to break down cellulose, and so
and neither do cows, but they use bacteria in the guts.
Yeah, that's why they have multiple stomachs, because the bacteria does it for them. The disadvantage of that, though, we could have do the same thing, but the bacteria gets the benefit of the carbon source, right? So yeah, we could eat certain things like milk. If you're lactose intolerant, you can get probiotics that will digest it for you because we're not producing the lactase for it. But they get the benefit from it. You get the benefit. You don't fart. They get the nutritional benefits. But you
don't fart. I'm tooting like Zamfir over here.
For when you drink milk.
No, that's true. No,
okay. So he thinks that because we can't break down cellulose, that it's poisonous to us. It's toxic, and I'm like, you don't know what that word toxic means then at all.
No.
So, but that's
in the side chat, Steve.
Well, you can't, of course, can't eat grass that grows on your lawn, but it's not like toxic to you. It's just it doesn't do anything. I mean, you eat it.
Well, you can't digest it, and you don't want to have a full meal of grass, obviously, right?
No.
We don't have enough stomachs for it, for one thing.
Yeah, I mean, but we all as kids ate blades of grass every now and then.
We did, eh? Anything else you want to tell us you got into?
That was maybe just me. I want to try dandelion wine. I heard that's really good. You go out, pick some dandelions, and make them. Yeah, because dandelions are completely edible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, apparently you make wine out of this.
Yeah, it's supposed to be pretty good.
Although I never eaten a dandelion.
Although it could be worse. I mean, you give a perfectly good pint of honey to a fucking Norseman, and he makes fucking booze out of it. So I don't know. That's right. I'm looking at you, Ocean.
Also, that's also very interesting. Dandelions are. Oh. Say again?
What'd you say, Gus?
I said you give a Norseman a perfectly good pint of honey and he makes booze out of it.
Yeah,
mead. You make mead, mead.
Maybe we do.
Maybe we do, says he. And what's it to you if we do, says he. Fucking on goes the helmet.
What's it to you if I do personally? Shut up.
And did you know that some dandelions are permanently asexual and their flowers are vestigial? They can't reproduce.
Yeah, just like fucking G-Man.
Oh, that's another question. G-Man all of a sudden now is talking about his virginity, being a 40-year-old virgin, and yet not more than a year. Well, I guess it could have been a couple of years ago. I think it was 2013, actually, when I think about it. He was using an argument for answered prayers that God answered his prayer by giving him a wife.
He did?
Yeah. Somebody had found a video on this, and I watched it. And yes, sure shit, that was his argument, that his answered prayer was that God, after searching for 10 years, gave him a wife. And I'm like, okay, so let's look at this. Either you were married and you never consummated, or you're lying in one case or the other. That's it. That's your true option.
What is his
He's single.
What is his married?
I'm sorry, what, Gus?
What is his current marital status? Does anybody know?
I don't think he's ever been married. He said he was married years ago. We found a video of him saying that God gave him a wife. Now he's telling people that he's a virgin. Steve, you suffer periodically from sudden audio cutouts. Do I?
You'll be saying, and then is that bad?
Well, I think what happens is that Nestle, if somebody's talking over, for some reason I'm cutting out.
No,
I don't know why.
No, we don't.
You just dropped off. Your entire sentence just dropped to the floor.
All right, let me try going into Discord again. One sec, okay?
Steve, are you
better?
running from the browser? Are you running from the browser or are you running from the app?
I'm running from the app.
But we wouldn't asking for a wife violate free will. I wouldn't ask or pray for a wife violate free will.
No?
But God makes somebody your wife. They don't have a choice. So wouldn't that violate free will?
Well, they could just argue that that God joined them together. I don't know.
It's destiny.
I'm confused. What are you saying?
I don't know what he's talking about, Ocean. I thought maybe
I'm really confused.
Who's
Steve's microphone, and now he's talking about marriage.
Yeah, talking about marrying Steve's microphone, and I don't know if Steve's into that or not.
Wait, am I still cutting out?
Not right now. It happens periodically. It comes and it goes.
Well, I reset the Discord, so.
Well,
that's good.
That's another thing too. Is that sometimes you just have to fucking restart the program. So we'll see. We'll monitor you. We'll watch you. Don't worry.
It's a new thing, so.
I came in at a very odd time, apparently.
No, not really. We're just adjusting.
We're just talking about how Steve has changed his sexuality to that of a microphone.
Yeah.
Steve is now. He now identifies.
I mean, if you look at a microphone.
We were actually talking about how I'm getting behind Tommy Hall, but they took it the wrong way.
Yeah, you cut out again there.
I was saying that we were talking about how I'm getting behind Tommy Hall, but people were taking it the wrong way.
You cut out the last bit.
God damn it! Really?
Getting louder. You're just getting This isn't a Howie Mandel tourist moment.
The outside feed can hear me just fine, so I don't know what's cutting out on the channel.
Maybe because you're live streaming, and then it's
if you're live streaming, it provides it prioritizes your microphone, so you don't get what we're hearing that's being broadcasted. So you're only cutting out for the people that you're talking to,
which would be you.
Yeah, I hope so. You let me know if that changes, because you're going to go talk to some people.
Yeah, well, like I said, this is a test anyways, because I'll be doing the Ronnies. Fuck! I noticed it. I watched it. I actually watched it drop. Holy shit! I actually seriously watched it drop.
I would just like to say that
my favorite thing, Steve, when you said that you want to do a hangout on Dumbfuck of the Year, you said that you're tossing yourself behind Tommy Hall.
Yeah, I'm going to be standing behind Tommy Hall on that one.
Which your phrasing was wonderful.
I'm getting behind Tommy Hall.
No. You're tossing yourself behind Tommy Hall.
I'm tossing myself behind.
Let's be clear. That is what you said.
Well, it's better than being in front of it.
Oy vey.
Oy vey.
Yeah, well, if this cuts out, I might have to find a different thing for tomorrow. Yeah, well, it just cut out. I just watched.
Yeah, you just watched it on TV.
I don't know what I'm going to be doing. So give me some suggestions. Why do you think this is cutting out? Because I can look and I can see right now it's fine. But if I keep talking,
it will never cut out again if you throw your computer out the window.
Well, this is actually somebody else's computer. But
I think somebody worships Loki a little bit there.
I might be introduced.
And I'm not on voice activation, so it shouldn't be a problem.
I'm going to be watching you to see if you give birth to any 8-legged horses. Not you, Steve.
Yeah, I didn't think you were talking about me.
Cut out again. Cut out again. Shit.
No, I stopped talking.
Oh.
All right, let's update this. See if we got anybody. No, people, come on, go vote for Tommy. Tommy. Come on, he's only got 167. We got to get him 200 by the end of this hangout. Come on.
Just cut out again.
Yeah. Can we give another example what Tommy did that we haven't covered yet?
Well, hey, do you want to do his rape thing again? Why I reset this again? I'm gonna try something else real quick.
I already heard that, so it was already covered. I don't know.
I'm gonna be back in a second. Oh wait, am I still in there? You know what? Maybe I was in there twice. Okay, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, you know what I think happened? I think I might have been in there twice. I think I might have been in the web and the program, so...
You are now cutting out again.
Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. See, no, actually it's not cutting it at all now. Well, maybe it is. I don't know.
You cut out a little bit, but
a little bit.
The problem is that the problem isn't uniform. That's the problem.
Yeah, it's not uniform. I can see it kind of drop for half a second, but it's better. But well, we'll just monitor it. Better that I know now than tomorrow, so we'll test it out.
Is this a Linux app or is this?
No, I'm running through Windows right now.
Have you tried setting up a push to talk?
No. Usually
the problem with push to talk is if you don't set it up just right, you're just as likely to clip your words at the front and back of your sentences.
Yeah.
If not worse.
It's by the way, it only is cutting out to the Discord. The people on the outside obviously can hear me fine. Which will be okay for tomorrow, obviously. It's more important that the outside hear. So I was saying, though, we got to get Tommy to 200 votes. To 200. God damn it, I saw that! Oh my god, this sucks.
Jesus, if I didn't know any better, I'd say somebody was deliberately fucking with you.
I bet.
I would say.
God damn it.
We're going to get Tommy to click.
Yeah.
Insert your own adjectives here.
it's like ad-libs.
Ad-lib Discord.
Ad-lib Discord. That'd be great. Oh well.
All Cards Against Humanity.
This is why people should have gone and watched Rachel's video, not this one. Sorry, Rachel. I feel bad.
But do you know anything that Tommy Hall did that is worth mentioning for the Dumb Fuck of the Year award? Well, we haven't covered yet.
Other than the whole rape thing and the whole tumor thing, then not really. I mean, he has the Tommy Hall effect, right? I mean, the Tommy Hall effect is when you cite a paper that ends up saying exactly the opposite of what you were saying. So
yes,
yeah.
Like he showed a few articles during the hangout after the Truth guy, on Wax channel. I just looked at those articles that he cited, and they didn't say anything he was trying to say.
Him and Netflix both have that problem.
C. Brown too.
And C. Brown, yeah. It's something that's kind of ubiquitous with all the CCP.
He just did another one this morning.
I think this...
Also,
go ahead.
Also, to mention, Tommy and I went into this discussion about glyphosate, the herbicide, for GMOs, for certain GMOs.
Yeah.
My argument is that glyphosate is a moderately toxic herbicide, no more toxic than salt.
But we don't have a receptor for it, though.
And he says, no, it's toxic here. People died from it. And
how?
I looked at it and it says he quoted the article, partially quoted it, and the thing he left out from that quote was the fact that these people did ingested glyphosate on purpose to kill themselves.
Well, I know that it affects certain kinds of fish, but from what I understand, we didn't have a receptor to actually cause it to bind to, so therefore it kind of got passed through. And the glyphosate would somehow combine with other things in certain other circumstances that can cause a problem, but just eating GMOs that have that on there, no, it wouldn't do any damn thing.
Oh, but he left out that they were suicide attempts. That's the thing. He didn't say, oh, these were just like herbicidal residue on.
Yeah, big difference.
Food. No,
you eat enough of anything, and you could potentially have a problem. I mean, any substance you'd eat that much of, but why would you take that to commit suicide? I mean, that's kind of stupid. And did any of them die from it?
I pointed out that the same thing would be true if they were eating the same amount of salt. So that's not the point is not proven. Sorry, Tommy. It's just not.
Yeah, and somebody points out that the glyphosate could affect gut flora. That might be true, sure. I mean, again, we might not have the receptors for glyphosate, but there might be bacteria that could be affected. But how much would you have to take? I mean, you're talking an astronomical amount. It's the same crap when people were saying things like aspartame was bad and saccharin were bad. Yeah. I mean, if you're a rat and you're taking 50,000 tons of it, yeah, okay, sure.
Yes. If somebody 15 times your size is pumping the equivalent of a fucking 25-gallon drum of it into your testicles, yeah, you're probably not going to have a fucking positive experience with aspartame.
But they don't seem to really care about the details of any of this stuff, do they?
Well, stupid people are as stupid people do, right?
Yeah.
So
also
go ahead.
My mama always say it.
Our numbers aren't changing here, guys. Like nobody's moved in the scoreboard. No. Why not?
All I heard was nobody's moved in the score. That's all I heard.
The scoreboard has not moved.
Oh,
numbers.
What are we watching the score of?
Oh, just to see if anybody goes and votes during the hangout here.
Votes for what?
Dumb fuck of the year.
Dumb fuck.
Oh
Dumb
my
fuck.
god.
Even though we're all hanging out in a channel called the Ronnies.
Yeah, well, I was testing that out, so.
No, there is no condition where you can't win the Ronnies and the dumb fuck at the same time.
Oh, they're completely independent of each other, yeah. I'm refreshing right now. Oh, Anthony Riley picked up a few votes.
Yeah. Now it's a bit close. Tommy Hall is informed by 18 points of votes. So yeah. And the third place is just 51. So I think it's just Tommy Hall and Anthony at this point.
It's a runaway, yeah. To vote, the video, you go into the video description and there's the link there, and then you can follow there to vote for who you want. But if you're not voting for Tommy Hall, don't vote. So.
Yeah, I voted for Tommy Hall and also a few others.
I only voted for Tommy. I'll probably vote for C. Brown eventually. But the fact that C. Brown's dead last, I love that right now.
A pity vote.
Yeah, I mean, he's just so goddamn stupid that nobody's even bothered even to vote for him. That's just fucking ridiculous.
I'm wondering where did Robert Mulroney fall on this thing?
He's 9th or 8th place right now, I think.
About 8 by now.
He's
8, yes.
As I said, like I would vote for Rodney, but the thing is, I don't consider him to be dumb enough, or as dumb as the.
No, he's not.
But I do consider him an absolute fucking arrogant piece of shit.
I know Sean Hufford's going to be promoting the shit out of Anthony Riley.
Yes.
Guaranteed. So,
like Wes Reddick did to how did he call again last year? That Wes Reddick want to promote.
Reddick, he was promoting. Who was he promoting? Well, he promoted Geraniism the first year, and the second year he won.
Super Rats.
Oh, is it? Yeah, Super Rats. Yeah, for his 8-time nighttime video.
Yes.
But he didn't win. I mean, so Reds has a big channel. Red has a lot of weight behind flat earthers, but they couldn't pull it off. Ronnie took the lead, so.
Who is dumber of the two, Tommy Hall or Anthony Riley? I think Anthony Riley because he is dumber by default.
Anthony Riley's dumber, but
yes, purely because of the fact that he is a flat earther.
Right.
Of course, yes.
Yeah, I don't care who wins, obviously, that much. If Antonio Riley won, I wouldn't be all disappointed and shit.
I'm not as familiar with this Anthony Riley guy. I do know any interactions with Tommy Hall, but that's simply because the first time I talked to him, he blocked me.
I think Tommy Hall's views on views are very more dangerous than Anthony Riley's. Like flat Earth is like a bit stupid, harmless stupidity, a tiny bit. But what Tommy Hall believes in can be very seriously damaging to a lot of people.
Yeah, flat Earth has the potential to set us back, but it's such a small movement right now that doesn't really matter. But
you have the anti-vaxxer movement and the alternative medicine.
I gotta tell you guys, nothing enrages me more than the anti-vaxxer movement.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's because it affects kids.
Right. Yeah, the flat earther, I hate to say the flat earther is kind of harmless in that regard, right? By the way, I've changed some of my mic settings, so we'll see.
The one anti-science movement that I find most annoying is the AIDS denialists.
There's not too many of those around any longer.
Yeah. No.
Wow.
But
denialists.
It's a bit of a misnomer because they do believe that AIDS, this disease that we see exists, but they don't believe that it was caused by the HIV virus. So perhaps we should call them HIV denialists.
Right. That was a narrative that was put out a while ago, but that's kind of died away. That's not really something I see that often. But the anti-vaxxer stuff, I think that's worse than flat Earth, obviously.
Yes.
Some people are saying that Eric Wolfbitten Drill should be nominated, and I agree. I think that he should have been on the list, but not many people know who he is. So, by the way, I changed my mic setting. This actually seems to be working better. I haven't dropped once yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Don't speak too soon.
Yeah, well, I need improvement. So, yeah.
See, now you're bragging about it. Now the gods have it out for you.
Oh, I'll brag about something. All right. But I want to get away from the whole flat earth things a little bit. I'm going to leave that for other people because it's just at this point, unless I can find somebody that really wants to come in and show us something we can look at, I just have no interest.
I think Pat and Vegan is genuine, but perhaps he wants to debate Aaron.
Yeah, but he doesn't have anything. He just says, I don't know.
Yeah, but he at least he's genuine. So sure. Yeah, if Aaron wants so badly to debate flat earther, I highly.
You don't think he's a Poe?
No, I don't think he's a Poe. No.
Okay. I think
part-time. No, I know him for more than a year now. And I don't think he's a Poe.
The problem is they don't have anything, Steve. If they could take apart the globe, it still wouldn't prove that the Earth is flat.
No, I get that, but I want... Okay, look, when I say they don't have anything, I want them to come over and at least run something where we can say, let's shit all over your model here. And it would be nice if I had one flat earther go, you know what? Yeah, you know what? That was a good argument. You really shot over my model. And think, that would be really nice for a change. But it doesn't really happen. When's the last time that happened? It was with Jamal Williams, and that's been, 2 years ago?
Flat earthers have a really severe case of the backfire effect. When you start piling up facts against them, it just validates their beliefs that it's just all a conspiracy, and that's why all the facts are being put against them.
Yeah, it's called the entrenchment or backfire effect. Yes, absolutely, they have it. Without question.
So you really cannot, or at least in most cases, I don't know if, because there obviously are some cases where flat earthers are convinced and they then leave flat earth movements entirely, but most indeed are really they are immune to facts, just plainly immune to facts.
Go ahead and do something real quick. I'm doing something real quick.
Oh, Ocean, I just see that a Twitter post with you, someone saying religion makes people act like absolute idiots or fools. and you see a picture of somebody eating grass, and you commenting, I think that's just veganism. That is just brilliant.
Yeah, that was the video in question is a pastor tells her to do that, and then she just
Yes, I've seen it too. That eating grass is. Why did he say that? Eating grass is good for you, or?
I don't fucking know.
All right, let's listen to Rachel first. Oh shit, you guys can't hear if I put Rachel on, huh?
In Yorkshire,
it might be something about obedience and all that shit, but I do think that it's funny that I think it's just veganism. That's all that it is. It's just veganism.
Also, if you
but do you know why?
Obviously.
Do you know why the pastors said that to say, just eat grass? Did he cite a passage of the Bible of some sort? Don't you know that?
Okay, listen, everybody. Hey, real quick. I'm gonna be putting Rachel's live feed into the live chat here. I want everybody to go say hi to her from the Great Debate community. She's got 80 watching. I want to see that to get to like 120, and just everybody saying hi to her. Here's the video. All right, so there it is. So she's got 80 people watching right now. I just went over there and said hi. I can't hear her, so when she says hi to us, you're going to have to let her know that I can't hear because I'm doing my own thing. But everybody go over there and say hi to her.
Was still around, and you had to... Yeah.
Did everybody hear
her? Yeah, we hear you. At least I do.
Well, one person went over there. 81 people watching now. I have to listen to her a second to see her.
Steve's here.
Oh, Steve's there. Hi. Oh, she says hi.
Dan, you're going to keep me away from Flat Earth. The other quite funny thing about a Yorkshire accent is an old English teacher of mine once told me a story of how he was teaching a year 7 class. And with Yorkshire people, we don't really pronounce couldn't. We shorten it. So you'd say, I couldn't do that last question. And because of the way it comes...
this is going.
Yeah.
Okay.
A Yorkshire person says it.
Oh, I didn't mean to kill the conversation, guys.
Kids were only young and they were in a lower set, so they weren't that good at spelling. They just wrote things how it sounded.
Well, that's the problem. If we listen to her, we have to mute our mics because otherwise it comes through your feed.
Oh, can you hear her?
And
yeah, how the hell do you hear her?
He had to.
I unmute her on my YouTube.
Oh, I got you. Oh.
Look.
There's a lot of sort of like linguistic idioms from Yorkshire that I found very odd. I think a lot of people it seems.
I kind of feel bad. I didn't mean to like step on her feed. Yeah. I didn't know she was really going to be doing something today.
Should I go see if I can find that? No? Okay.
So what are something? So you say,
of course, now can you hear her now?
I can hear her, and I think the outside chat can, but I don't think you guys can.
You're going to
I can hear her fine now. Can you hear her through my feed?
All right. What are your
okay, that works then. Cause all I have to do is channel my sound through my headphones.
Was the
I'm going to keep her muted. I just wanted everybody to go in the live chat to say hi.
Like, oh, it's 3 while 5.
I just heard her say, oh, Steve's there. Yay.
Can you put the link in the Discord? Maybe?
Tyler's like cross-channel YouTube flirting. She's with her boyfriend. What's that?
Can you put the link to her live hangout in the Discord?
Oh, in the Discord? Yeah. Sure. Okay, there you go. You know, it's funny. Whenever we get about 50 people watching, I think there's like 20 people in the live chat, but there's probably about 30 that don't really do anything in the live chats, and we probably don't even know who they are.
Jungle Jargon is there.
I saw. Oh my god.
In the chat. And he didn't get nominated for the Dumb Fuck of the year or what?
No, nobody cared enough to.
Because he doesn't do anything. He just is annoying.
He just joins hangouts whenever he's drunk. At least that's how he sounds like.
I don't know if he's drunk or just having LSD flashbacks.
No, I think he's just slow, that's all. Tyler, what did you think sending people to flood her feed, message saying hi, Steve told me to say hi, would do from flooding her feed? I don't know. It's supposed to flood her feed. That was the whole point. But it didn't really flood her feed. She had like 8 people. Okay. Oh well. But I'm gonna be bringing this to a close anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I just wanted people to know that I'm gonna be trying to get some videos out here on Tommy Hall in the next couple of days. That's who I think is going to win. That's who I think is deserving to win. I hope you guys kind of feel the same. There's always going to be flat earthers. Obviously, flat earthers are stupid, but they don't to me come to the level of telling people that tumors are good for you and that you shouldn't go through chemo. You shouldn't go through radiation therapy. You should basically take herbal tea and to get sunlight and it's going to cure your cancer, because that's pretty much what Tommy Hall advocates. Yeah, I mean, it sounds funny, but he literally thinks this shit, dude. You know? Yeah.
Didn't he advocate for B17, amygdala, and whatever the hell it was? Too?
Yeah, that same route. Yeah.
Yes,
no, he's for vitamin D, actually. His big thing is vitamin D.
Yeah. But did he also advocate for vitamin B17, even though it's not a vitamin at all?
Right.
I think, did Tommy Hall also... He also did that or not?
Yeah, I think he did it one time, but I know he's really big into vitamin D. So, but anyways, I'm gonna be bringing this to a close. Everybody, go watch Rachel and say hi to her.
You will get fire from Sean Hofford at one time, I think.
Yeah, I know.
Stop promoting Tommy Hall. Please vote for Anthony.
So he's going to be promoting. I guess. Okay. So the campaign managers are as follows. Anthony Riley's campaign manager is Sean. Let's see. Tommy Hall's. I'm going to be his campaign manager. Moraine's going to be Skylar, and I don't know anybody else who wants. I think a couple of people wanted to be Von Helton's campaign manager. But if you want to, hey, let's go for it. Let's let the best man win.
I really don't even understand why Von Helton was put on this list in the first place. I know, yes, he's a stupid idiot, but God.
Well, I think it's more. I think it's tradition.
Has mental problems.
I think it's tradition at this point, more than anything else. Yeah. All right, guys. So I'm gonna wrap this up. Get ready for the Ronnies tomorrow. It's gonna be a big event. Got a lot of stuff planned for it. Got some cool graphics made for it and stuff like that. It's gonna be at noon tomorrow.
Did we cover the blood in bone?
What?
Tommy Hall didn't know that blood.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. He didn't know where blood came from. But okay, whatever though. But
there's also a point for the Dumb Fuck of the Year award.
Yeah, what we're gonna be doing is I have the categories tomorrow. I made it into a video, and then I'll be playing the video with the categories for the Ronnies tomorrow in real time, and then kind of go from there. So, yeah. All right, guys. What's that?
My vote. It's just a finishing for me. My vote definitely goes to Tommy Hall.
Yep, my vote goes to Tommy Hall too. And as TomTom34 so eloquently says, "Let the man with the most sock accounts win."